everyone, it's me, Dr. Steve, and I've got a special invitation for you if you'll be in Las Vegas for the Bitcoin conference. Now, I'm hosting an exclusive welcome dinner there on May 27th called the Golden Age Gathering. It'll be an incredible night with courageous conversation and a live Q&A session. You even get a signed copy of my best-selling book over here. Best part, if you're a Courageous Patriots Club member at the gold level, your ticket's already free. Space is super limited, so head on over to goldenagesummit.net/viva-liberty, or just click on the link below and reserve your seat today. I'll see you there. The polls keep coming in, and they're all showing the same thing. Trump is surging, and the Democrats are plummeting. And they're not just plummeting. They are plummeting with the very voter constituency that they banked their entire political future on. This is stunning. Take a look at this. This is the headline from Newsweek, reporting on the latest analysis of data from the 2024 election. It was compiled by the data firm Catalyst, shared with the Cook Political Report. Bottom line, here's what happened in 2024, and here's what is happening now with all these current polls. The once reliable Obama coalition, young, diverse, urban, has officially turned into the Trump coalition. You got to get that. The Obama coalition has transformed into the Trump coalition. This is exactly what we've been arguing for on this channel for over a year now, as well as data analysts like Rich Barris of the People's Pundit. Robert Barnes has been arguing this, Larry Schweikert, a number of others. The very voting constituency that had come out overwhelmingly for Obama has shifted. And it's shifted dramatically to the right, to the populist right, and has transformed into the Trump coalition that could signal Republican political dominance for generations. Now, before we take a more granular look at that, case in point, take a look at the latest from Insider Advantage. Now, we talked about this yesterday. Insider Advantage was one of the single most accurate polling outlets all throughout 2024. And their latest poll, just released the other day, has Trump with a 55% approval rating. That's a plus 11. He's absolutely crushing it. And this is being corroborated by the latest right track, wrong track polling. So the number of American voters who believe the nation is finally on the right track is the highest it's ever been right now. That's the headline from the Washington Examiner. Trump is presiding over the highest right track polling freaking ever. Our good friend Mark Mitchell, Rasmussen, again, one of the single most accurate pollsters of 2024. His results are showing the current right track sentiments at 49%. That is the highest right track numbers ever recorded for Rasmussen. They have over 2 decades of data to refer to there, the highest ever. Another indicator here that's corroborating Trump's popularity is voter registration trends. Take a look at this. Miami-Dade has officially flipped for the first time in its history. There are now more registered Republicans than Democrats in a county that voted for Hillary Clinton by 30 points. Let that hit you. Registered Republicans now outnumber Democrats 464,000 to 440,000. Florida as a whole is now nearly a plus 10 registered Republican state. Republicans outnumber Democrats by 10 points in a state that up to just months ago was majority Democrat for its entire existence. But that's all par for the course of what's happening universally all across the country. In every single state, the Republicans are crushing the Democrats in voter registration, which our good friend Seth Keshel, the election modeler, one of the most accurate election modelers of 2024. I mean, his election modeling went down granularly into the county by county predictions and analysis in Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania and Arizona, he crushed it. He nailed every single county. But as part of his modeling, Seth Keshel argues that the key predictive indicator for election results is voter registration. People don't register for one party only to turn around and vote for the other party mere months later. How voters register is the single most accurate predictive indicator for how they will vote. That's exactly what we saw in 2024 when Republicans had, if I recall, a 2% voter registration advantage. And lo and behold, Trump wins by 2%. And it's happening again in 2025. And if the latest data analysis is accurate, the days of the Democrats are indeed seriously coming to an end. Wait until you see this. But first, I do want to take a moment to talk about something important that affects so many of us. Do you constantly feel exhausted, weighed down, and struggle to get through the day? Well, the culprit may be right under your nose: a sluggish, overworked liver. See, the reality is your liver is under constant attack. I mean, think about it. From processed foods, environmental toxins, GMOs, microplastics, fluoride, and so many other things that we still don't know about. Over time, this takes a serious toll. In fact, a staggering 100 million Americans now suffer from an overworked and sluggish liver, according to the American Liver Foundation. That's nearly 1 in every 3 people. Now, if you're tired of feeling sluggish and are ready to reclaim your vitality, I highly recommend giving your liver the support it desperately needs with Liver Health Formula from our sponsor, Pure Health Research. This cutting-edge supplement combines 11 powerful, clinically proven ingredients to detoxify and rejuvenate your liver at the cellular level. Liver Health Formula's natural ingredients and nutrients are designed to revitalize your liver, helping raise energy, optimize metabolism, and manage weight. This company has already helped more than 2 million Americans. It's time you joined their ranks and got back to feeling your best. As a special offer for my listeners, you can try Liver Health Formula and get a free 1-month supply of blood sugar formula to help you control those sugar cravings. It's an exclusive offer just for you, my audience. So to claim your free gift, just visit getliverhelp.com/Turley. That's getliverhelp.com/Turley. Take the first steps towards better living health and more vibrant living today. Let's go back to this report that just came out analyzing the astonishing scope and scale of Trump's victory in 2024. Overall, it was a 6-point swing to Trump from 2020 when Biden had, quote, won by 4 points, and then 2024 Trump wins by 2. So it's a 6-point swing to Trump. But it's when we look at how every single demographic voted that we can see just how colossal this shift was. The report broke down every single age, gender, and ethnic demographic in terms of how they voted. And of course, the combinations of the two, how white young men voted or how blacks over 65 plus voted. And as we scroll down here, you'll notice all the plus R's. So that's the shift to the Republican, Trump, since 2020. So men overwhelmingly shifted towards Trump, plus 12 from 2020. But even women, the majority of whom voted for Harris, nevertheless, that vote shifted towards Trump by 2 from 2020. And notice as we keep moving down, it's plus R everywhere. Every racial demographic moved towards Trump. Whites plus 6, whites plus 5, blacks plus 6. But look at this, Latinos, Republican plus 18. Plus 18. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Asians plus 9. Look at the age cohorts. 18 to 29, Republican plus 12. Latinos and young voters, along with blacks and single women, were supposed to be the foundation of this enduring Obama coalition. They were in 2008. They were in 2012. But now, as we're seeing, they're largely defected over to Trump. And we can keep going. Bottom line, in this entire report, there were just two sub-demographics that swung to the Democrats. Blacks who were 65 and older, and Asians between the ages of 30 and 44. And they only swung to the Democrats by a couple of points. Every other demographic swung to the right. Every single one. Every other demographic, most especially Latinos, Hispanic men. Now, we talked earlier about Miami-Dade flipping red. Well, a large reason for that is because of the shift in the Hispanic vote, particularly Latino men. Take a look at this. Latino men voted for Obama by 24 points back in 2012. In 2016, they voted for Hillary by 21 points. In 2020, they voted for Biden by 16 points. So you're already seeing the trend, 24 to 21 to 16. But then the tectonic shift, the critical mass that broke here in 2024, they voted Trump by 6 points, 52 to 46. That's a 30-point swing in 12 years. And again, it's been consistent. Not a single Democrat since Obama 2008 has been able to reverse this shift to the right among Latino men. And you saw that with Obama. You saw that he started losing from 2008 to 2012. He started losing support among these men, whereas Trump from 2016 to 2020 to 24 gained. He gained among these voter demographics. This is what makes his victory so astonishing. Now, if this is the case, it's going to be fascinating to see how things play out in 2026 for the midterms, because in many respects, the Democrats have been building their whole future political coalition on a Latino vote that is increasingly moving away from the Democrats. Now, I have to be honest with you. For me, I don't have data. I do not know this, but it does explain a lot for me for why the Biden administration opened up the southern border. We have to remember that the Democrats were caught in a bind back in 2008. So up until then, the only candidates that they could run and have win were Southern Democrats. So Jimmy Carter in 76, Bill Clinton in 92, even Al Gore of Tennessee won the popular vote in 2000. So they found running Northeastern liberals like Dukakis and Kerry, both in Massachusetts, they recognized it's just a political disaster. So they knew they couldn't run Northeastern candidates who were too alienated from the American heartland. But at the same time, this increasingly progressive woke Democrat Party considered some Southern Democrats to be too, frankly, racist and too moderate. So in the midst of this conundrum, you had the ascendance of Obama. Barack Obama represented for the Democrats the perfect combination of liberal idealism that more or less excluded Southern Democrats, but at the same time, identity politics. So liberal idealism and identity politics, so as to bring in more of these Latino voters. They thought this is the perfect combination, and the key demographic that came out overwhelmingly for Obama were indeed Hispanics. Hispanics originally, you have to understand where the Democrats are coming from in terms of their positioning for the future. Latino Hispanics, but I use those terms interchangeably, they originally voted for Obama by more than 2-1 in 2008. It was overwhelming. They voted Obama 70%. And unlike blacks, Hispanics represented a growing voter constituency in that their share of the overall national vote kept increasing with every election. So that was the secret sauce for the Democrats. Keep running these Obama-like candidates, these ideology, identity combined candidates. get this 2-to-1 vote share from the fastest growing political constituency in the nation, and you'll be good to go. You'll be in political power in perpetuity. The problem, as we are seeing here, the problem, and as the Democrats have been seeing, is that the Latino vote has been steadily shifting to the right ever since 2008. And so I think the Biden people thought that if they opened up the border and got this constituency to pour in by the mass millions, they could make up for that defection. My running theory here is this is not so much about replacing, it's not so much about a great replacement per se. I think that's obviously baked into the cake. Hillary Clinton admitted as much in New York just a couple of days ago at the 92nd Street Y. But to be honest with you, to really kind of hammer the nail here, I don't think it's about replacement of whites. Ironically, I think it's about a replacement of defecting Latinos. That's what this is about. They already had data from 2008 that showed that Hispanics were attracted to Obama-like candidates. So if they could create conditions at the southern border where a mass number of new Latino voters could be imported, who could make up for that defection, then at least they're good to go for the time being. But I don't think they realized just how massive this defection was. I think this plan was operative in terms of a gradual defection among Latinos, not this tipping point, not this astonishing tectonic shift that we saw in 2024. And so with Trump winning in 2024 with a solid majority, particularly of Latino men, with Trump winning in 2024 and in turn sealing the border and now deporting all of those would-be voters, the Democrats' entire plans for their political future have been completely upended. The Obama coalition has become the Trump coalition, which means that Trump's victory in the 2024 election was not only one of the most decisive in recent American history, but promises to be the beginning of the end of the Democrat Party itself.